so they're just being signed in. The thing about this studio is it has too much admin. there's a caller that says it's pronounced Tsoaeli.
It's taken off the album at this point in time. Voices in Volumes. Mr. Herbie Tsoaeli. We're going live in just a moment. We just had one or two challenges, but we'll be setting up real soon and engaging in a great discussion with this master, is what I like to call him. Mr. Herbie Tsoaeli. Abadala Bahulu.
Get
Lonwabo has traffic.
utmost security and convenience when you purchase a TV license now. With our new secure payment systems with a one-time PIN OTP feature and the choice of receiving your OTP via SMS or email, you can ensure prompt and secure payments. The additional use of capture will protect you against spam and automated data attractions. With TV licenses, you can enjoy watching all your favorite shows or movies that matter to you. Get yours today. Visit www.tvlic.co.za.
The Smiling One achieved a big smile in their own backyard after a narrow 1-0 victory against Masandawana. Kabuyelo says they will dish out orders in Loftus to book the VIP ticket to the final. But Red and Yellow Tunisian gear plan to continue where they left off, to silence Rulani and his boys. This is the second leg of the Total Energies CAF Champions League semi-final. Experience the exhilaration of African football. Mamelodi Sundowns FC clashes with ES Tunis FC. Live on SABC Sport on DTT Channel 4. This Friday, 26 April at 7:30 p.m. Also available on SABC Plus and SABCSport.com. Hashtag We Love Cheer. Proudly brought to you by SABC Sport.
Join us on Afternoon Express, Tuesday at 6 p.m. on S3 as we ask what makes a good friend with therapist Kim Abrahams. Social worker Tobeka Mbogazi shares how to move on from toxic friendships. And gents, get your buddies and make a delicious bacon and wors pasta. That's Afternoon Express, Tuesday at 6 p.m. Repeat Sundays at 8:30 a.m. only on S3.
Weekend mornings.
Kelly Kumalo, Emma
A
Weni.
gorgeous sister.
Your music has quite a spiritual element to it in terms of the expression, and you're a very open person.
It started as fun. The narrative has always been part of who I am, where I come from, whether traditionally or spiritually. So now it is more spiritually than anything else.
Weekend mornings, 6 to 9 a.m. with Mlu and Nala on Radio 2000. Our music, your memories. Radio 2000 traffic.
very heavy traffic on the eastern side of Joburg in the rain as well today. The N3's under pressure. A jackknife track before Heldon Ace, that queue all the way back to Marlborough Drive. There's also been a problem coming up the N3 North because of onlookers at that. So from sort of Cement Factory area, N3 North is under pressure, passing that crash on the southbound and then getting caught in a crash as you link off the N3 onto the N12 at Galilees. Further out, there's been a collision on the N12 blocking multiple lanes at the R21. So if you're Boksburg and Benoni bound, that's a queue that extends right back to Craft Road today. And if you're driving in from Ekurhuleni towards Joburg, N12 and R24 routes into Galilees are heavy, struggling to get into that N3 South truck crash delay. Big queues as well on the N1 heading north through Centurion, a crash in up by Buerta Avenue, queues back as far as John Foster Drive. Coming out of Petermaritzburg on your way to Durban, slow between Market Road and a broken down truck at Ashburton. Durban's N2 South Queen Nundy Drive to the Spaghetti Junction remains absolutely heavily backed up. And if you're trying to get out of Cape Town for the weekend, the N2 is going to hold you up badly. No traffic lights at Gans Park in the Somerset West area, and that's pushing traffic halfway back through to sort of Furgrove and Macassar. It's a long queue getting out of Cape Town this afternoon on that N2. With your traffic update, I'm Rob Byrne.
The Drive Connection.
So what is your relationship with your traffic fines? Are you diligently paying them off? Are you buying Nkohla out there?
It depends. If Nkohla, aye, with pleasure. But if Hosina Nkohla, aye, on ticket and I'll pay it.
With pleasure, he'll pay it. But if not, then hang on a ticket. Mr. Traffic Officer, hi.
There's nothing like that. In Mpumalanga, I don't know about other provinces because I'm based in Mpumalanga.
If Nkohla, with pleasure.
There's nothing like that.
The Drive Connection, Monday to Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. on Radio 2000.
He's here. Our music, your memories. Herbie Tsoaeli, part of the Afro group Ikwezi, gained national recognition with the band Pato after winning first place in the best category at the annual Shell Road to Fame talent show. Involved again in the landmark project Mahube Dawn, showcased his commitment to cross-cultural collaboration, bringing together 12 of South Africa's finest musicians. Worked with the likes of Winston Mankunku Ngozi, Brahuma Sikela Ndibala Ndonina Sibongile Kumalo, and so on and so forth, and things of such nature. Mkulo Molo. Yeah, ufuna ukuziva kahle. Yeah, inyanzelekile ukuba uzayikhuphula. So ize baya nje. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Mr. Herbie Tsoaeli. Welcome to Radio 2000. This is the Drive Connection. Nandi ngumnisi wemvula.
Ndiyakwazi. Nagiphuka.
Atate.
Tudise kubomba mambathane.
Andate.
Kawudiswa kibakwena. Kahuliswa kibatu around my spaces.
Right.
Yeah, because of my grandmother had so many people around the house.
Indeed.
Coming from different spaces.
Masithethe ngenyanga izihlanga onyanga.
Nyanga East.
Nyanga East, ne?
Yeah, there was Nyanga West, right, which is Goks now. So
yes,
this one is
Nyanga East.
Yeah.
I mean, there was just so much as, growing up as a young boy. Wow. Zayoni, umgidi apha kuyaxhelwa zizangoma. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I mean, that must have influenced, what you became and the man you've become within your music.
That was my in that social space, I've learned so much. It was kind of like a social institution.
I see.
Yeah, so that because we're learning all the things from the backyard. Yeah, more we are doing our ceremonies sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, no, mama baphekile back yonke lanto.
Right. Kuyacula nje all the time khulu.
Wedding and what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there was a cultural center somewhere, within the location.
Yes, Nyanga Art Center.
Nyanga Art Center.
Yeah, that's where I started working, checking music, because as it was just a college.
And you didn't start with this baby. You explored. I think you did a bit of piano. You took on a trumpet at some point, yeah? And then you moved.
Small wood. We used to play classical piano on small wood. For 2 years I played piano.
Really?
Small wood, classical.
Yeah. Wow.
From there, guitar. From there, I went to the drums. Because I wanted to be rooted. The drums, it's like the roots of this tree, the bass, which is also anchoring. Drum and bass.
Injal.
Yeah. So, yes, I started getting all these inspirations. Of course, there were elders before us that we,
you looked up to.
We looked up to, yes.
Utatu umangungu ngozi nitibana ku. Notata.
Ubhuti Mangungu nandi izivaya. Umlozi wakhe. Hansi ke ya skolo ngo Idimkhize school. Yeah, ke utlo hore diphala di alla kwa.
Utlo hore no diphala tsa di a uqabola.
La nqabola. Ke fita kwa 78 ya ha ya skolo. I used to pass by his place. Because I've always wanted to play with him. And
we are going to be chatting further. He is our guest, Mr. Herbie Tsoaeli on Radio 2000, Our Music, Your Memories. It's Unplugged Fridays. Let's head on over to the news desk, and Roseanne Cliff has got the latest.
SABC News. Independent and impartial.
Top stories. Ramaphosa speaks out on the mushrooming of informal settlements, and the Electoral Court provides reasons for the MK decision. We begin with election news. Good afternoon. I'm Roseanne Grief.
And the best way to halt it is to focus more and more on infrastructure development. That means building houses, building facilities such as schools and clinics to cater for those people who have already taken the self-help option into their hands because they need accommodation.
ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa's raised concern over the constant mushrooming of informal settlements across the Free State. This after he witnessed hundreds of shacks that are erected at Botshabello's entrance close to the N8. During his campaign trail in Botshabello and Bloemfontein, Ramaphosa mentioned that the lack of housing is a concern.
Please check your WhatsApp poll.
The court has provided the reasons for the dismissal of the objection to former President Jacob Zuma, featuring on the Mkhonto weSizwe party candidate list. The IEC has meanwhile lodged an urgent and direct application to the Constitutional Court, seeking clarity on the correct interpretation of Section 47(1)(e) of the Constitution, which they argued barred Zuma from appearing on the MK party list. In the judgment, the Electoral Court says Zuma was not afforded an opportunity to appeal the contempt of court sentence handed down by the Constitutional Court. Zoleka Kodashe reports.
Justice Dumisani Zondi found that the sentence that was imposed on Zuma cannot be said to be a sentence which Section 47(1)(e) contemplates. The section prescribes that every citizen who is qualified to vote for the National Assembly is eligible to be a member of the Assembly, except anyone who is convicted of an offence and sentenced to more than 12 months imprisonment without the option of a fine. It adds that no one may be regarded as having been sentenced until an appeal against the conviction or sentence has been determined, or until the time for an appeal has expired.
The case against 8 Nigerian nationals charged with public violence has been postponed by the Kimberley Magistrates Court to next week Tuesday for a formal bail hearing. The state says it needs more time to verify the documentation of the suspects. The 8 were arrested last week after chaos erupted when one of them was resisting arrest after being caught allegedly with drugs. A large group then attacked the police and damaged their vehicles and a police station. The suspects will remain in custody pending the bail hearing. Provincial NPA spokesperson Mojalefa Senokwatsane.
The matter was postponed to today for bail information. That will assist the state to make a determination on this matter going forward, because there are still information that is outstanding regarding the accused.
A UN official says that the huge amounts of rubble, including unexploded ammunition left by Israel's war against Hamas in Gaza, could take 14 years to remove. Israel's military campaign against Hamas has reduced much of the narrow coastal territory of 2.3 million people to a wasteland, with most civilians homeless, hungry, and at risk of disease. The BBC's Sebastian Usher has the details.
Across Gaza, much of the enclave has been reduced to rubble. Many of the Palestinians returning to the southern city of Khan Yunis this month have found little or no trace of their homes. Now, a senior official at the UN Mine Action Service, Per Lodhammer, has underlined just how daunting and dangerous the cleanup could be. He said that some 37 million tons of debris will need to be cleared away. His estimate is that it would take 100 trucks around 14 years to remove it all.
Recapping the top story at 5 o'clock, ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa has raised concern over the constant mushrooming of informal settlements across the Free State. More news at 5:30.
Radio 2000 Sports.
Good afternoon. In your sport headlines, we continue our build-up to what we expect will be an enticing weekend of football, particularly as we look ahead to the CAF Champions League this evening, as well as the DStv Premiership. But also, there's a lot of rugby on the go. So these, along with others, at 5:30.
Keeping up with your TV license balance inquiries is now simpler than ever. No more waiting in queues. No more phone calls. Just SMS your ID or TV license account number to 44210 and secure your legal viewing fast and simple. Standard SMS rates will be charged. Terms and conditions apply. TV licenses. Pay yours. Make a difference.
Still shopping around for a saving here and a deal there? With over 1,500 deals every week. Choose Checkers and save on Farmstead pork belly on the bone for $89.99 per kilo. Douwe Egberts instant coffee, 200 grams for $139.99. Save 40 rand. And Oma Auto Liquid 2 litres or capsules 22 per pack. Any two for 199 rand. Save 70 rand. Valid until Sunday at Checkers and Checkers Hyper or shop on 6060.
Character will be tested between the great giants of the beautiful game. RB Leipzig and Borussia Dortmund understand that the first prize is unreachable. However, they want to finish as high as possible. This is the Bundesliga. Football as it's meant to be. Catch RB Leipzig versus Borussia Dortmund on Saturday, 27 April at 3 p.m. Live on SABC3. Also available on SABC Plus and SABCSport.com. # We love it here. Proudly brought to you by SABC Sport.
For the love of the game.
The Drive Connection. Monday to Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. on Radio 2000. Our music, your memories.
With Brother Herbie Tsoaeli on Radio 2000, our music, your memories. It's all unplugged. He said, oh, okay, and I just said, feeling, Kolo, feeling. Feeling in African time. Feeling in African time, right?
Let me give you a story when I grew up next to the hostel.
Yeah. Kaubambele, yeah.
Where I was brought up.
Yes. Oh, Emaolwe.
Yeah, I'm going to dedicate this one to that space, Emaolwe.
Emaolwe. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Herbie Tsoaeli, live and unplugged on Radio 2000. Kwek bafondini amnandi lo ntshoko. Yo. Eziholweni.
Emahholweni.
Yeah, emahholweni.
Yes, hostels.
Lift it up for me, Mkolo.
Hostels, man.
Yeah, hostel stuff.
Yes. You know, we are surrounded. We are a lucky nation. A black nation is very lucky when it comes to creating a lot of space. Because we are in those spaces, you
Indeed.
know, and we experience them in our daily lives.
And there are volumes of voices in those spaces.
There are volumes, you know, voices in volumes.
Yes.
In those spaces.
In those spaces as well.
Yes, so, yeah.
I was looking at it, the space, and you said it's a tree for all of us, right? But you call it Mama as well.
Mom Sand. Because Mama we're universe.
We're universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's been keeping, you know. Akakwati, akathini.
Akathethi.
You know, have to respect.
I love it. With Herbie Tsoaeli on Radio 2000, Our Music, Your Memories. I was just watching the interaction with the young man on saxophone. And you've always done that, Mkolowa, bringing in, you know, the young people. The last time you were rehearsing, and I came by, it was a couple of years ago, and you had the then young drummer who is now prolific.
Tifo.
Yes.
Is that Tifo Mahola?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
So this is what you do, bringing in the youngsters under your wing and letting them grow.
You'll see one day when this African Time Orchestra come into being.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it can be something, right?
If African Time Orchestra come into being, I'm calling all of them in that orchestra, because that's what I do. I do scouting.
Yes.
I go watch them in all the spaces where they are playing.
Yes.
So I have to go out and watch the young ones.
Let's talk about Peto. That catapulted you into the mainstream, as it were, although you always like to say, hey, I'm avant-garde. But I think you sort of captured the hearts of the people through that collective. Oputringo Madringos were part of it. Name some of them as well who were there.
Oh yes, may so rest in peace, Cyril Mokane. And also may so rest in peace, Pisukunane. And there was Babes in Damase in that. There was Mkolis Mayekana in that. Ringo Mankingos, call it the Rista. And there was Alan Cameron.
Yes.
There were Greg Tillians in that. There were many people who played in that unit. And it kind of like helped me, to get into different genres. Hence now I find myself that I've been diagnosed with, I have generous genes in my body.
Yeah.
Because I play all styles of music.
Peter Tosh had reggae myelitis. I don't know what you have.
I played reggae.
Yeah.
I played all sorts of music when I was
yes.
young. So I was searching. So I'm still researching, what's good. Because this music is not mine. I'm just a vehicle.
A vessel.
Yes.
It comes when it comes.
You don't own it.
I mean, Checkers, from your background, growing up Kombatane, and when I listen to you, to me it's like a reincarnation of Tatunte Mpili Sophie Tanja Zluane. Bonke. But now my concern is, with your exposure, what do you consider the capital of music? Because you travel between space and time. You mix young guys, old guys. What's your capital? The place that you say, Yabona up, Nancy. This is it, a place for music and breeding.
I wouldn't know when you talk about the capital, we talk of Joburg, capital of Pretoria, but in a music way, where maybe you are talking about, I would say maybe the most.
Let's say your favorite city, the most area.
It's the Cape, around in the Cape. It was the Cape, Cape Peninsula, because people used to come to PE and East London.
Mecca of jazz at the time.
Oprah, Winston, all of them. We used to see them. Babu Bekim Sele, Kubonke, Ezra, Nkanepre, Duke Makasi. They used to come there. We still have Oprah Tete, the Dr. Tete. So I guess I don't know. Actually, all cities for me. Yeah, I have to liberate myself and be happy wherever I'm at.
And not be territorial.
Yeah, not be territorial.
What kind of a man was Bratete Mbambis?
Bratete is so knowledgeable. But it's very much so
I often sit and wonder, and you've rough shoulders,
No, Bratete, but I used to watch them together with Winston, when we travel in the same car.
Yeah.
So they will have their own stories, and I'll be sitting at the back.
And just listening. Something great is happening with the African Time series. You're putting it back, or you're putting it on digital platforms.
Yes.
Why was that at this point in time of African Time?
I had no pressured time. So I had no pressured time. This was the right time to for me to attend to my baggage. As they would say at the airport, don't leave your baggage unattended. So I'm attending to this,
Indeed.
So that I'm able to navigate a way forward.
Well, it's about time.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's about time.
It's about time.
It's about time.
Of course.
If you'd like to have a word with Umkhuluwa, we're going to open up the lines, and you can call through and say a word or two to him, or we can take those voice notes on our voice note number. It is Herbie Tsoaeli on Radio 2000, our music, your memories. We're in conversation, and we're live and unplugged.
Lindelani ladies are on a massive search for 3 points, but Tears Galaxy ladies say they will travel back from eThekwini with a song of jubilance. This is the Hollywood Bet Super League. Witness the queens of the beautiful game. Lindelani Ladies FC versus TS Galaxy Ladies FC on Sunday, 28 April at 11 a.m. Live on SABC Sport on DTT Channel 4. Also available on SABC Plus and SABCSport.com. Hashtag We Love It Here. Proudly brought to you by SABC Sport.
For the love of the game.
The Drive Connection.
AI artificial intelligence. Have you been using it?
Well, I saw the feature on WhatsApp lately, but that thing can lie because I tried to search amagama wabantu when I typed some of my colleagues' names, and it will tell you that so and so is a famous South African footballer. He played for this and this team. That thing can lie.
I believe you meant Guadalajara. Guadalajara is the capital and the largest city of the state of Jalisco in Mexico.
The Drive Connection, Monday to Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. on Radio 2000.
Our music, your memories in conversation with Herbie Tsoaeli. 086,002,479 is our direct studio line, or you can send through a voice note on 06058842250. For now, Eye in the Sky is ready to give us the latest in traffic. It's Rob Byrne.
Radio 2000 traffic.
N3 running south down towards Bedfordview. It's a truck that is jackknife blocking multiple lanes across the middle of the N3 between Van Buren and Heldenace. That's a big queue, a massive queue that extends right back beyond the Marlborough Drive exit at Limborough Park. Also behind that, the N12 and R24 routes in from the Ekurhuleni side are really struggling to get in and through Galulis and link at that N3 south. If you can take alternative routes this afternoon, will certainly be the afternoon to be doing just that. The R21 quite heavy both ways, just north of Olifantsfontein. The Clayville area got roadworks on both sides. Ain't close to both. Airport bound or Pretoria bound, there is a backlog situation there. Quite slow on the N1 from John Foster Drive all the way through to Storenfull Road. That's busy Friday volumes clogging up N1 in Pretoria. If you're leaving Pretoria, SK and Pathleli has a stationary truck towards the Mopani Highway, so that's a heavy backlog. Another day, another breakdown on the N3 at Paradise Valley. So through the roadworks from Pavilion, things starting to backlog. Coming out of Pietermaritzburg, it's heavy today. Stationary truck at Ashburton, queues back towards Market Road. And Cape Town, the Huguenot Tunnel is closed to trucks and high-sided vehicles due to high winds, so heavies are being diverted over to Toys Kloof Pass, and there's some real serious congestion for truck drivers on that route today. And no lights out at Somerset West on the N2 at Gans Park. Big queues from Broadway Boulevard. With your traffic updates, I'm Rob Byrne.
Old school and a touch of new.
You got it, it ain't a question.
On Radio 2000, our music, your memories.
Indlala ibhokile mkhulu wona.
Hayibo. Kudala ibhokile iyabhoka indlala.
Yo. Inxeba likakhethekile.
Ibhokile indlala.
Kakhulu. Kudala ibhokile indlala kodwa ke sesiphiliswa ngumculo thina.
Masiyinqandeni man le ndlala. Ne?
Inxeba likakhethekile.
Elandelayo, Herbie Tsoaeli on Radio 2000, our music, your memories. We've got the Grandmaster right here. This is live and unplugged.
watshonilanga oh ha oh lo 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 ma oh watshonilanga oh ha oh lo 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 ma oh mhlaba uyalila oh 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 umhlaba uyakhala oh oh lo lo mama oh mhlaba uyalila Talangihamba Bathodila Kunendikudla Denyuka Talangizama Denyuka mani Indala you come on. You my dog.
Emkhulumi thatha bukagiso.
Yo, kagiso yo.
Hey, uthatha bantwana? Yo,
ngiyababona ngiyababona.
Uyababona? Yo. Kagiso on sex, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, young brother, you're something special.
Thank you so much.
Indeed.
Thank you.
It's Radio 2000 Our Music, your memories, your partner, the Drive Connection. Without Mnisi wemvula ukwadla kwadla uthi thona zemfuna phansi amaphela athi lutho ntombi mcela ukhisi noma ihamba noma ekitsamale nangwane Yesu ke bra heavy and Tsoaeli and that. We're going to take some voice notes and just hear what you have to say from the musical expression that you are hearing upon your car, upon your radius, wherever you are. Are we just about ready with them? Yeah, 3 of them we got before we head on over to those headlines. Roseanne Griff in the newsroom today. See what you have to say. Tata Nati. Mona.
Sibonge baba ayana.
Yeah, Yana.
Sixolele.
Yeah, Yana. Yeah.
Sibonge interview.
Yeah.
Msemvula ngicela ukubuza nje le question. Umalume.
Yes.
Malume, what was the inspiration behind the African time? Ngicela nje ukwazi lokho. Ngiyabonga.
Wow, I love that. You know, Umalume plays a very significant, important role in our communities.
Yeah.
In our spaces, household, you know. It's like a number 6, you know. I used to play number 6 in the field when I used to play soccer. Yeah, so you're giving everybody the ball, you know.
That's an educated position, Kolo.
Yeah, I was number 6 when I used to play soccer, so I used to be like, pass. Look at, you know. So yeah, Malume took that role. It's such an important figure.
It's important indeed.
Figure in the black nation, you know. All nations, of course.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Let's hear what you have to say. Talk to us. Radio 2000, the Drive Connection.
What do you do?
What do you do?
Dumelang.
Dumela mama. Dumela mama.
Bonane. In my not so humble opinion, the best thing about a song is the bass. All my favorite songs have a commanding bass line.
Indeed.
Okay. Herbie Tsoaeli. Listen, let's was a
Oh.
He truly is a living treasure, and I'm so grateful that he shares himself with us, that I get to be alive.
Wow. We together.
Rona re le maAfrika Borwa, rona re le barati ba mmino, le baby la mmino.
Le baby la mmino.
Thank you for all you do.
Wow.
Thank you for all you do.
Wow, so much.
Okay.
We'll take more in a bit. Let's head on over to the headlines. Here's Roseanne.
SABC News. Independent and impartial.
Good afternoon. The National Freedom Party says it has taken action against all its members at a leadership level for their failure to manage the financial books of the organization in a proper manner. ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa has raised concern over the constant mushrooming of informal settlements across the Free State, and the instant messaging platform WhatsApp has threatened to leave India if it's forced to break its message encryption. More news at 6.
Radio 2000 Sports.
Good afternoon. In your sport, big weekend ahead starting this evening at Loftus Versfeld. Mamelodi Sundowns goalkeeper Ronwen Williams is not fazed by the 1-0 lead that Esperance carry into the second leg of the CAF Champions League semi-final tie tonight. The Brazilians returned from Tunisia last weekend under pressure to now win at home to progress to the final of the continental tournament. Williams, who is also the captain of Bafana Bafana, says the squad thrives in matches of this magnitude with so much at stake.
We enjoy playing these games. You know, it brings the best out of us. As we even saw last week, you know, going away to Tunisia and giving the performance that we did away from home, you know, speaks volumes of what we are building at the club. So tomorrow we'll have, you know, that extra energy behind us with Sandawana, the fans getting behind us.
And if you want to catch it live and you can't go to the stadium, it starts at 8 o'clock with a build-up just a little bit earlier on SABC 3, available on SABC Plus and SABCsport.com. Amazulu FC defender Tariq Felix does not feel sorry for Cape Town Spurs, who are close to relegation as his focus is on getting positive results for Usutu. The Western Cape side squares off with Richards Bay FC tonight in a must-win clash. They will also depend on other teams to beat their relegation rivals to at least finish 15th on the DSTV Premiership blog. Now, with Usutu facing the Nadal Rich Boys next Tuesday, Afili says they will not be doing any favours for his home side as they must fight their own battles.
Is the problem I have to focus on my team's objectives. And yeah, what they do, it got nothing to do with us here in this league. Yeah, we're not going to do anyone a favour. We're just going to focus on ourselves and better our game and finish higher up the table than what we deserve where we are.
So Usu to host Chippa United tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Before that, it starts tonight. TS Galaxy versus Swallows at 7:30. Richards Bay heading over to Cape Town Spurs also at 7:30. And another one tomorrow. Kaizer Chiefs taking on SuperSport United at Bulugwane starting at 5:30. And then later on, it's Stellenbosch entertaining Bulugwane City at 8 o'clock. So two-time World Cup winner Lukhanyo Am will lead the Springbok-led and Sharks lineup against the Scarlets in Wales tonight. After a week's break, head coach John Plumtree has brought back many of his experienced players for the URC clash, looking for their leadership and ability to deliver a winning performance.
I mean, obviously Bongi's got to come back into the starting team. We're not far away. I mean, that's. There's a couple of selection things. I'm interested in Kerber Grobler playing a little bit of time at 7. I think he's got the skill set for a loose forward.
So the Sharks game starts at 9:25 this evening. Tomorrow the Lions host Munster at 5 o'clock. And lastly in athletics, South African 10-kilometer record holder Precious Mashele is eager to compete against runners from long-distance powerhouses Kenya and Ethiopia in the Runyo City 10-kilometer Cape Town leg. Mashele believes the challenge from the East African runners may help him approach or even break his own national 10-kilometer record, which could secure him a 50,000 Rand bonus along with the 30,000 Rand winner's prize money. Good luck to the Cabo Yellow Nation. Let's get behind Masandawana, and hopefully by Monday when we come back with great news. Radio 2000 Sport. I am Lonwabo Nkohla.
Yes, no malum. Herbie Tsoaeli, Radio 2000, our music, your memories. It's live and unplugged Fridays here upon the Drive Connection. Yeah, I hear you at the station. Is it tomorrow, Kulu? The African Freedom Station.
African Freedom Station.
Yeah,
I'm just coming from there now.
Right, from rehearsals.
From rehearsals, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have the Vice Chancellor on drums and the Skade.
And Skate.
Ayada Skate,
yeah.
And Professor Nana on piano. Yeah, Nana. And we have Kahiso.
On sax.
Honorable young man Kahiso. Yeah, another honorable young man, Luanda Kokwana.
Oh yes, Luanda Kokwana on trumpet.
Trumpet, yeah. It's a quintet.
Oh, it's an ensemble, I tell you. African Freedom Station tomorrow night. It kicks off at 7:30. Tickets are available at Quicket. He'll be there in all his musicalness. That is Herbie Tsoaeli. When I say Beki Mseleko, what goes on in your mind?
Oh, those are the masters. You know, they are the masters. He's on another side, you know, of the world. You know,
another realm.
He's in another realm. Yeah, it's a very important figure for us here in South Africa and all in anywhere in the world. But to be with around him, there are many of them, of course. You know, Nabori, Zimnawana, all of them. There are many there, yeah.
Indeed.
So yes, it was. I had learned a lot of things there
from him.
Yeah, discipline and other things. You know. He's a master, man.
A master.
Yeah.
We call you master now. Do you take it, Nkolo?
Well, it's a people's decision.
Oh, the humbleness. The humbleness. Nkolo, take us home, please. Africa Freedom Station tomorrow night at 7:30. Tickets at Quicket. The African Time series is out on all digital music platforms, so make sure you get yourselves some of those, yeah?
Thank you.
Send us home, your feeling. Let me take a break, we'll come back.
Game on, Monday to Friday from 6 to 7 p.m.
Groundbreaker, pioneer, breaking barriers in the 70s, Me Rosina Sidibane.
This is Maniki Ramokasiven Show from Ireland. Wow. Our and I'm sorry for Arisali history. Now it's a very good and fertile history, but Arisali Maraf. And yet I'm originally from Africa. Right now, Gidulamo Island. But the fact that Akitivo Merosina is still alive, I'm so ashamed to say it. Merosina, I bow down to you. I'm so sorry. When I come home,
Okay, thanks for that. That's why we are here. We are here to tell the story.
Game on with Thabiso Musia on Radio 2000.
Be part of the 17th Annual SA Sport Awards under the theme Celebrating 30 Years of Freedom Through Sporting Excellence, with great prizes to be won every week. All you have to do is SMS A, B, C, D, or E to 32020 to vote for your favorite People's Choice Nominee of the Year. SMS is charged at R1.50. Free SMSs do not apply. The nominees are A. Irban Etzebeth, B. Gerda Steyn, C. Siamtanda Siya Kolisi, D. Percy Tau, E. Kirsten Neuschafer. SMS A, B, C, D, or E to 32020. Voting line closes at 9 p.m. on the 5th of May 2024. T's and C's apply. For more information, visit dsac.gov.za. Catch the SA Sport Awards on Sunday, 5th of May on SABC Sport on DTT Channel 4 and SABC 1 at 8 p.m. Proudly brought to you by the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture. SABC Sport is the official broadcaster of the SA Sport Awards. Hashtag #Isn'tJustAGame. Hashtag SASA 17th edition.
Monobisi's Delight on Radio 2000. Our music, your memories, live and unplugged with Herbie Tsoaeli. I'm going to take some messages that have been coming through. We've been inundated, I must tell you. Let's hear what you have to say. You're live and loud. Good afternoon.
Hi, Paul. Can you please ask Umkhulu to play Hambo no Malume live? Can you please Hambo no Malume
next
live?
Next time.
Shimani.
Yeah, tomorrow at the Africa Freedom Station, yeah. Talk to us, hi.
Oh, guys, Nkohla. Nandisa Pagati, Eastern Cape.
Oh, Ngubuso.
Yabona nxa betanje omnye mvuza amazi omnye abambinda yo
Sulila busi man
kuba nimamela lento njima ngolesihlanu evekini majika shonile ilanga bafana madoda siyabulela ngalento nisenzela yona Radio 2000.
wayicinezela awasibulala Mnisi Mvula awusiyabulela futhi wami usabelo lo
enkosi
like us
hayi kwadla tentshungu umculo ka Brahebi last month, if I'm not mistaken, I had a chat with Ubongani Nikelo ongumninawe kaBrahebi because xa ithetha kumnam ubongani uthi uBrahebi ngumkhulwa wakhe.
Oh yeah.
Ndifuna ukuthi italente ikhona kulo Brahebi.
Yeah.
Because ubongani he's a bassist.
Yeah.
Opratete Olanduka Ota Babes Bambisa ngabantu kabaziyo ke uBrahebi.
Yeah.
Ndifuna ukuthi ingase zonke musicians zalapha eMzantsi ze jazz zibambane sibheke phambili. Danko uthetha ke no Christopher Gulwa eCape Town.
Thank you Christopher. And goes, let's take the last one. Talk to us.
Hey, dumelang bontate.
Dumelang ntate.
Hawa. Mina thoko ura. Wa tla wa nkgopotsa hore lefatshe lena le ka se heal. The world will not be healed until Africa is healed. And such lamentations reminds us of such. It reminds us that we are one as African and we sing with one tune and we are uplifted in one spirit, in one melody. And that's why I'm saying the world will not be healed until Africa is healed.
The world will not be healed until Africa is healed. And Africa can be healed through and with music. Yeah. Kulu, from us to you, we say thank you. Ngos, you're a master to us. Hats off. It's a wonderful sight that I'm seeing, that you are taking, these young ones and putting them under your wings.
Oh, thank you.
Sagbone African Freedom Station also.
Come in numbers. In your numbers. I thank you for inviting me. Thank you so much. Radio 2000 staff and everybody.
Ngos
kakhulu. And then ndingamfana wami Ramela apha. Kagiso
Ramela.
Yeah, access.
Okay.
Masike masicaweni nje.
Sicaweni ne? Kerekeng?
Yeah, kerekeng.
Oh yeah. Uthini na?
Somba, Machu, next door.
and gentlemen, Mr. Herbie Tsoaeli. Engos.
The Smiling One achieved a big smile in their own backyard after a narrow 1-0 victory against Masandawana. Kabuyelo says they will dish out orders in Loftus to book the VIP ticket to the final. But Red and Yellow Tunisian gear plan to continue where they left off, to silence Rulani and his boys. This is the second leg of the Total Energies CAF Champions League semi-final. Experience the exhilaration of African football. Mamelodi Sundowns FC clash